Star Trek. Voyager should have gotten to have a movie follow-up, but the premise meant it couldn't follow in the footsteps of Star Trek, the original series, and Star Trek, The Next Generation. After the original series cancellation, the franchise lived on in 6 Star Trek films, beginning with 1979's Star Trek, the motion picture. When Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country hit theaters, Star Trek, The Next Generation was in its 5th season. After The Next Generation ended, the cinematic torch passed from the TOS cast to the USS Enterprise D crew in 1994's Star Trek Generations. It made sense that Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, and Star Trek, Voyager films would follow TNG's movies, either with contemporaneous installments or through a generation-style passing of the torch. The Voyager cameo from Admiral Catherine Janeway, Kate Mulgrew, in the 4th outing for the TNG cast, Star Trek Nemesis, wasn't the major crossover experience that Star Trek Generations was, but Janeway's Nemesis appearance still hinted at the possibility of more Voyager in future Star Trek projects. That hope fell flat when Nemesis failed to live up to box office and fan expectations. Yet Star Trek, Voyager deserved to have a movie like TOS and TNG, given their similarities. While DS9 broke new ground for the Star Trek franchise with its serialized storytelling and weighty character arcs, Voyager conducted business as usual with episodic adventures in unexplored space. As with TNG, it wasn't necessary to know complicated backstories to understand Voyager's cast of characters. Most could be explained within the dialogue. Captain Catherine Janeway's USS Voyager even made first contact with more alien species than anyone since Captain James Kirk, William Shatner. In some ways, Voyager's 12 two-part episodes act like short movies in their own right. Star Trek. Voyager Season 5, Episodes 15 and 16, Dark Frontier, was marketed as a Voyager television movie, presented as one uncut episode when it first aired, and on streaming services. Voyager Season 3, Episodes 8 and 9, Future's End, feel like a direct homage to Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home, with the USS Voyager crew in 20th century San Francisco solving problems with a modern-day female scientist. Unfortunately, these episodes were ultimately just substitutes for the big screen cinematic experience that could have been. However, the story and conclusion of Voyager made a movie continuation complicated. Voyager's concept of being lost in the Delta Quadrant was perfect for a Star Trek TV show that continued the legacy and format of earlier Star Trek shows. The TOS and TNG movies show what happened after their series' endings, more or less in real time, with the continuing adventures of their respective USS Enterprises. Unlike 2's abrupt end and TNG's more open-ended finale, Voyager ends with the USS Voyager getting back home, which meant there could be no continuing adventures for Janeway's crew.